Welcome back, guys. I'm Admiral Foley.
Oh, I am Captain, only for this episode. Coggins.
Wow.
Wow.
No, we're gonna retcon it. We're gonna go back in all the other Trekyards videos. We're gonna have the new ranks. So just ignore everything you've seen before. We're gonna go and I'm an admiral now. He's a captain. So there we go.
This is snazzy. You have quick wit, and I'm trying to adjust to what you're saying. I think you're going to one route, and all of a sudden you throw a decent battlecruiser at me. Oh wait, that's our topic today. That was a weird segue. The D7 battlecruiser, introduced twice now in Discovery, in season 1, early season 1, and season 2, episode 3.
Season 2, episode 3.
What do you think of the new battlecruiser, Stuart? Season 2, episode 3.
The new battlecruiser is fantastic. It actually looks like, I don't know, a Klingon D7.
Yes.
So that's cool. However, season 1, we also got introduced to the D7 battlecruiser. It was actually called D7 battlecruiser, even though they called it D7 battlecruiser in episode 3. The new D7, or behold, the D7 battlecruiser.
Yes.
Wow. So,
Yes.
what are we talking about really specifically today, Admiral?
Yes.
I mean, no, you're a
Yeah.
captain. Captain.
Wow, we're retconning within our own retcon. We're that confused. We're trying to fix our own canon that much. Yeah. So the first time we got a D7 was episode 5 of season 1, Choose Your Pain, when Lorca is weirdly sublight traveling between a close space dock and the Discovery. I don't know why it's traveling at sublight, given these are warp shuttles, choosing to take hours or days rather than minutes or hours. Strange in and of itself, but we did think it was a ploy to capture Lorca. The only explanation. Really.
It must have been near Klingon territory because he gets intercepted by, you guessed it, a
Yes.
Klingon D7 prison ship. I mean, battlecruiser.
I mean, Sect class.
Secht class. Yes.
So yeah, the computer, which is a standard Federation computer, they can be wrong, but also you assume they're right because they're also fighting a war against the enemy where they know their ship classes because they're not new. I mean, they all fought before the war, so this was in the binary star battle, I believe. And the ship drops out of warp, and the crew says, "Warning, Klingon D7 battlecruiser," and we were like, and then it cuts to the exterior, and it's like, huh? And we talked about this obviously at the time because it was one of those. It's a problem with season 1 a lot of the time is that they throw in references without actually having to think them through, and so they thought people know D7, not realizing that it actually needs to be a D7 for that to work, unless you're actually saying it's the retcon of a D7, and then it breaks everything before and after. Now we've got the Klingons saying. I mean, quote me some lines there, Stuart. What is the official stance on this new ship, which looks like a D7?
What in season 3 or
Yes.
season 2, episode 3?
Yes.
Oh yes, they behold the D7, the future battlecruiser of the Imperial fleet, and then it bears the banner of no single house, but the insignia of our united empire.
Or the D7, it bears D7. No, he's actually fine. Helps having no makeup. So basically what we're trying to say, guys, is well done, Discovery. You've now done one of your, or several, official retcons of yourself, is what we're officially going with here. And I've got an argument why that is exactly why. But what were you going to say there?
I got to jump in there because the next line he says is the next line that is said is, "My torchbearer will oversee production of this ship." So seeing as how Tyler Vach has now left, are they not going to do this ship, or they're going to drop it and go, "Oh, well, he's going to oversee it, but he's gone. So we're going to go with something else now." Sorry, I just had to put that in just to crush your hopes of seeing this ever in season.
It was a bit weird tonally that he leaves instantly. And it's weird that a Federation, a man with both memories, is then having to sort of design, build, and I mean, he's not designing it, but helping to. I mean, then you can actually see, you can see why it has some slight Federation influences. Like the nacelle, there's some slight. I mean, that was always slightly in there. Same with the Romulan Bird of Prey from TOS. It's actually, you can see some slight influence in Federation. So now, basically what we're saying is that one line, which is the only reason we think it's a D7 from season 1, in the Eaglemoss magazine, it's now called the Shecht class. It's called a prison transport multiple other times. It's never been ever referred to as D7 ever again. And while they probably should have redubbed that line, re-record it for the Blu-ray, they didn't. But now that's the one reference, and it's wrong. And we think we can actually retcon that out of the show. That was a wrong line because that is not unprecedented. it's one of those things like in Enterprise, the other prequel show, which also had some problems getting some things wrong. In I believe it was like episode 7. We did an episode on this recently. There was meant to be a new D4. Brilliant. Awesome. And then you see a D5 later on. And then you'll go look at the Rob Bontoon story that was just released. They talk about how, lack of money, lack of correct oversight, and actually it was created for Voyager, it turns out. A Voyager D7, by the DS9 team though, D7 Katinga variant was made and then reused for Enterprise. And so you see a ship at the end of the timeline used at the start of the timeline. And now Star Trek fans unitedly say, we're just going to ignore that. Because it's only like 8 shots. And it's only an episode, never brought over again. And then we see new old Klingon ships. And so that just retconned out. It's a mistake, visual mistake, fine. So now I'm happy to say that this is officially, just like that, this D7 line for this Shek class is a retconnable, outable thing. That ship was never a D7, never meant to be a D7. And now they made such a big thing about this new actual D7 battlecruiser. That's how we are, and I'm happy about that. I gotta
jump in there and say you did do a fantastic animation fixing that scene for Discovery with an actual D7 and an actual TOS shuttle. So we should maybe put some stills in, or actually the clip there, so people can see it, because you need to redo the Blu-rays and re-release them with that scene and that dubbed over line. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. But it was fun. Yeah, it was fun to see it actually how it's supposed to be. So.
But like I say, I think you'll agree this is now an official retcon. Out of the law. And obviously there was at the time people were Discovery lovers were trying to say, oh well, D7 is a human designation. It's like, and it could mean anything. It's like, well, you're making it overly complicated. Because you know what I mean. There are treaties. There are spy reports. All these things. It might be the human classification, but in season 2. In the subtitles, they call out as a D7. So that is the officially translated name of this exact ship class, the new one. And so it isn't just a human designation, it's a English translation of the Klingon. And I think that's totally justifiable now. So that's a bit more in the canon. So I don't think they ever said D7. Like when Tuvok says in Voyager episode, it's a Klingon D7. That's them again saying it. But now we have a Klingon actually saying D7, which I don't know if we had heard before. They always call it a battle cruiser and something. Like I said, I think we can now throw that scene out of season 1. It was a poor mistake by a poor scriptwriter that didn't know what he was doing properly, that just didn't pay enough attention. And well done for, there we go.
Yeah.
Moving on.
So something you can definitely choose to ignore should you wish to, or still be up in arms about it. But anyway, I think that's it for this discussion. Mm-hmm. Feel free to check out our talk with Rob Bontoon, where we talk about that specific episode and the D4 from Enterprise. It's a fascinating story. The fact that there was a model made and everything, they just chose not to use it. And recycle an old one, which is a future ship. But anyway, the things that happen, I tells you. So anyway, as always, guys, put your comments down below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification icon, check out all of our links, social media and otherwise, down in the description below, and visit our Teespring store. Pick yourself up some cool Trekyards merchandise, because Admiral Foley told you to. But Samuel,
yes,
what if they want to help out the channel? How can they do that?
Patreon. It's a YouTuber service, not made by YouTube, but lots of YouTubers use it as a backbone of their content. You can go onto that, say, I want to $5 a month, not a lot, cup of coffee, goes towards our joint account and how we do things, and just lets us make the show. Or a one-time sort of tip, you say, I love your analysis, we say thank you so much, and it goes into our joint account again, and we can then do cool things and trips and all those things, and just share, like you said, share, and the more people that watch, the better for us. And Eaglemoss, you can buy Eaglemoss stuff with our code Trekyards down below. Use the affiliate link. All the cool things. Just support the show. Or just keep watching, because, that helps too.
That's right. And from this moment forward, remember, I'm Admiral Foley. He's Captain Cockings. Just ignore all the previous episodes of Trekyards. That can all be retconned away. We don't need to focus on that at all. So until next time, guys, like I said, I am Admiral Foley.
And I am Captain of a proud ship. Hopefully never to be demoted next episode.